Spirituality and versatility in action. You are listening to Alukotron Free Radio Station. My American experience, baby.
Wow, I heard that Alex published a book, his first book. It's an American experience, and I'm happy that he did that. And he dedicated that book to me, which is fantastic. I don't know that I deserve it, but he did it for me, and that's amazing.
Well, can't wait to read it. Get it and read it. I'm amazed.
I can't believe Alex always surprised me.
American Experience is not just a book. It's a collection of my precious writings. It's a treasure box filled with wisdom and experience that I endure being in the United States since 1990. My American Experience, it's a work of inspiration, and I deeply believe that everyone reading this book will not only get inspired, but will have an unbelievable experience, a learning experience. Thank you for reading my book.
My American Experience is not merely compelling reading. It is a lesson of life to be treasured for 1,000 eternities.
Spirituality and versatility in action. You are listening to Alukotron Free Radio Station.
Get ready. Game over.
Don't get brainwashed. Don't get keep your mind open. Mind open. Mind open. Mind open.
Let us all break away from all the labels imposed on us by our unjust society. We are dynamic beings, always changing. And it's a shame that people so closely and insecurely would strap themselves to the labels defined by unjust society, which ultimately only slow down the process of progression of their own lives and thereby rendering them incapable to think outside of the box and subsequently to come out of their own shells. It's like being a human walking around with a big label that someone put on our chest saying cat. So we keep on meowing instead of talking. And even though deep down in our hearts we know that we are not a cat, yet we continue to meow rather than to break out from the stereotypical stigma that society is putting on us. We refuse to liberate ourselves to finally become who we really are. We are afraid to use all of our potentials to the fullest capacity, afraid of being judged and feeling guilty with embarrassment to be who we are. We subconsciously subject and surround ourselves to the falsely appealing, mesmerizing, hypnotic and brainwashing labels. By accepting these labels that others so eagerly and effortlessly pin on us, we don't even notice that in the process we are losing our own free, spirited identity. When at last the people in America and around the world give up pinning labels on each other and begin to see, accept, love, and respect everyone, including themselves, just like ordinary people, labels are the main obstacle on our way to unity and hinder normal relations between people, leading to further alienation, division, and despair. And this being said, let me touch the subject of sexuality, that even in the 21st century, in the allegedly most modern American society, and progressive society, it's still a taboo, and people are still afraid to talk about it, having perception that by discussing it, it is making them feel dirty, as if they clearly were committing a sin. Meanwhile, not only sexuality is part of our daily living, but we are being brought to this world through the act of sex, and often we die while performing sexual activity. And we should never ever feel embarrassed or have impression as if it is improper to talk about something that in fact it's so natural and was given to us not only for procreation, but to enjoy it and release our stress that is built up in our system by dealing with all kind of difficult and unfavorable situations daily. People that avoid the act of sexual pleasures usually are prone to develop mental illnesses and or have an acute onset of a very severe anxiety. Because most of us make this cardinal mistake by attaching labels to ourselves, gender-wise, sexual orientation-wise, or position in bed-wise. First of all, sexuality is a complex yet very fluid issue as well. To a certain extent, we all have characteristics of bisexuality. Some of these characteristics may have the same value, but more often they can prevail in one direction or another, making it easier for us to choose the sex with which we want to stay continuously. This, however, does not mean that our subconscious mind won't remain fascinated with the sex, which until now was not our main focus. And when the right moment and place happens, being stricken with a reciprocal feeling and passion, we more likely will act on our curiosity driven by the strong and unusual attraction. Some of us are more perceptive to notice these naturally happening mechanics in our bodies, and definitely it will take more open-minded individuals to admit to those feelings than the vast amount of people who sadly are brainwashed by our society, being influenced by church's false doctrines and the demagoguery of various denominations, who at the cost of being unfulfilled and undone for life would rather continue standing by their false convictions. If our society was not as unjust as we can feel it, our sexual desires that we all possess would have not been so suppressed. In general, as human beings, we are so afraid of being judged by others. Thereby we try to be politically correct on the subject of sexuality, even to an extent of denial. But as unique God's creation, we react in the most unpredictable ways toward our playmates in various situations, based strongly on attraction, our mood, and the chemistry that exists between human beings. Therefore, we really should not assume or judge anyone for that matter, because there is always an exception to the rule. By the way, God has no gender, and there is only one race, human race. Erase the color line. Thank you for listening. Beautiful. Spirituality and versatility in action. You are listening to Alukotron Free Radio Station.